Wow, you guys are unicorns, the goddess Freya and Lady Guinevere. Hey, this is Shruti Tarot. Welcome to your reading for December of 2025. I'm just going to take a moment to clear the energy with my wonderful, beautiful bell, and we will get started. This is a very exciting, interesting month for you guys, one in which you are reclaiming your personal power, taking a moment to re envision the type of work that you want to be doing with your life, and finding your greatest happiness. This is going to result in a lot of physical success and emotional satisfaction. So let's get into it. We start off with you. This here is your current position, and the card that represents you is this Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, don't panic that she's in reverse. She is clarified by one of the most positive cards in the deck, the Nine of Cups. So, the Queen of Swords is traditionally a card of someone who can be a little bit harsh and cutting in their words, but is very independent, clear thinking, wise. The card says independent, intelligent, honest, fair, clear boundaries, direct communication, constructive criticism, objective, and logical. And this Nine of Cups card is a card of wish fulfillment, contentment, satisfaction, emotional richness, life abundance, success, achievement, recognition, and pleasure. Now, because these two are paired together, the reversal of the Queen of Swords doesn't necessarily mean you're showing up in some sort of bad, negative way. This particular card of the Queen of Swords happens to remind me a lot of the goddess Freya and of Lady Guinevere. She kind of has this look about her as if she's like coming out of a Renaissance painting. So you yourself are also embodying these qualities, the qualities of kind of ancient wisdom, ancient divine feminine power, goddess energy, royalty, wisdom, kind of the old qualities of chivalry and knights in armor and ladies who are queens, and she is kind of the embodiment of all of those high positive qualities. So in reverse, to me, what I'm just getting is that she's a little confused. And the confusion is a temporary one, and one that we kind of start out the month of December with. So there does seem to be this kind of recalibration energy and this push to look inwards, specifically in the areas of work, career, life purpose, mission, hobbies. There does seem to be this moment of asking yourself if the direction you're on is the direction that's going to bring you your highest happiness. And the overarching theme here is two more reverse cards, learning in reversed and dream in reversed. And again, the reversals don't mean that you're not learning or that your dreams aren't happening. They're just asking you to look inside of yourself for a moment rather than pushing forward with physical labor. So upright, the learning would be more about physical learning. I'm actually feeling that you guys have all the skills you need already. Reversed, you can see that the emphasis is now more on the eye, the third eye looking inward, asking yourself those questions, learning about, is this the direction you want to continue on? Is this the path forward? Is this the way you want to keep doing things? To follow your dreams. The most important part of this whole month and this whole recalibration is your dreams that will bring you your Nine of Cups wish fulfillment, best life, highest good. Now, what led to this situation here, the need to look inside to learn more about the current trajectory that you're on, and if that is one that you want to continue on, is this Ace of Swords card. And this Ace of Swords card in the past position is one of mental breakthroughs, sudden clarity. You can see that this is a traditional Rider-Waite card of the hand of the divine giving you this breakthrough moment where you have this realization of like, do I want to keep doing things the same way I've been doing them? Is this the right approach? Is this the path to my goals and dreams? That is the breakthrough moment you had where maybe a gut instinct that you'd been feeling for a while finally bubbled to the surface. And here you are in this moment of reflection. It is, I'm seeing, a temporary moment because the advice for you is this Empress card. And the Empress card is still a card of cultivation and harvest, but it is one where you harness your divine feminine empowerment. Now, the divine feminine form of empowerment is more of a magnetic empowerment rather than one that toils and works too hard. And so she's not a workaholic is what I'm saying. She's magnetically attracting opportunities to her by aligning internally with her spiritual truth, which is what this whole moment of recalibration is about. Freya is nothing but a goddess of spiritual truth, and she is in her reversal asking you to find the illumination from within first, what lights you up that is going to then direct your focus out into the world. Now, the reason I'm so focused on your work is that the current surroundings of your situation are the Taylor card in reversed, and the Taylor upright says attention to detail and pride. It's a card of work. I am seeing someone not just working and toiling, but this is a type of work that's sort of a labor of precision, attention to detail, love. It's also a very feminine type of work, sewing and cutting and tailoring. So the reversal of it is, again, it's not saying that you're like not working or that things aren't working. It's asking you, instead of pushing forward with toil, like this card could almost be like the Eight of Pentacles upright. The Eight of Pentacles usually shows someone hard at work on their craft, toiling, toiling, toiling. In reverse, it's saying don't push too hard forward. Don't do that divine masculine form of work and labor and toil. Go back to the Empress, the advice of the divine feminine form of empowerment. Look inside and let your creativity flow outward into your work, because who you are, the clarifiers for this work reevaluation are the unicorn and the vulture. And you, my friends, you are the unicorn. You are this rare, special, magical being. There is no one in the world like you. There never has been. There never will be. You are incredibly special. You embody divine source energy within you. You contain magic. And everyone in the world has something special about themselves that makes them this unique unicorn. And you are being asked to really find it and like funnel that energy and like focus it kind of like this magical unicorn horn. And now the vulture paired with it, usually people look at vultures and they don't get like the best feeling off of them. Don't worry though, even in the guidebook, this says that this card and this animal are deeply misunderstood. And I totally agree with that ethos. I think we totally misunderstand and fear things that at first glance look negative in our lives. In truth, the world does not just feed you negative things for the sake of being negative. It is always showing you a detour or an opportunity for learning, or really a way to slow down, look at something differently, and find out how to do it in a way that works. Now, vultures clear away things that no longer serve us, that are dead, that don't work. So paired with the unicorn, the vulture is actually assisting you. It's helping you be more of the unicorn that you are, this magical being with all of these rainbow colors behind it that is capable of kind of like holding this magical sword of truth that we see the goddess Freya holding in this card here, that you You are the magical Freya unicorn goddess. And this is a temporary moment where in your not just career, but your life purpose in your work, you are being asked to look inside, clear away what no longer serves you, and refocus your energy in a way that is like sort of like a magical explosion. And that is what we see in the present of this whole month of December. As the present moment, this results in like an explosion of the Ace of Pentacles. I love the Ace of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards. To me, it's not just the first card in the line of the Pentacles suit, which is about finances, abundance, money, earthly things. To me, it's also like sort of like the Ace card. Like this card is sort of the not just the beginning, but also in many ways kind of the highest, greatest card in this suit for me personally. It is traditionally depicted as this coin, kind of like this one, being handed to you from like a hand coming out of a cloud in the sky. It's sort of like the hand of God, which in my view, God is the whole universe. So it's sort of like the whole universe handing you like your greatest abundance. And that is sort of what's happening here, but instead of it just being from the divine, there's also two hands here as if these are your hands holding this coin in this month, cradling this explosive new financial abundant beginning that is coming out of this process for you, this kind of vulture process of like, what is going to lead me to flipping the Queen of Swords, Freya, right side up. What is going to help me progress along my dreams and my Nine of Cups abundance to be this more and more of this magical unicorn that you are the universe is basically sort of demanding that you embody. Like, please be this unicorn. Now, underneath the outcome of the situation here, we have the Sovereign of Coins, which is the Queen of Pentacles in this deck. And you can see again the theme of these two hands kind of holding this Ace of Pentacles, sort of floral looking womb. And above it is blossoming this kind of spiritual looking wreath of abundance. And it kind of reminds me of like this crystal here, this sort of even reminds me a little bit of this unicorn horn, this kind of funneling of spiritual truth that creates this Ace of Pentacle abundance. You can just see the similarities here between the Ace of Pentacles being cradled by your hands, not just the universe. And here, you as the Queen of Pentacles in this suit, again, the divine feminine form of empowerment in the suit of the earthly realm. But the earthly realm in this case is being like fertilized by this inner spiritual truth that you've been cultivating coming into this month. So it's really like the payoff to me feels quick. This is like a rapid turnaround. And the clarifier for why your Queen of Pentacles card is flipped upside down is reclaim, which is so fascinating. Reclaim meaning like take back your power, take back your spiritual truth and your unique gifts as this Ace of Pentacles, unicorn, Freya goddess. And the abundance is literally going to explode out of this understanding, out of your divine feminine empowerment. It also reminds me of how the Empress is traditionally depicted as pregnant with possibility, ideas, projects. And this Ace of Pentacles looks almost birthed by these hands, cradled by this womb. This explosion of abundance is literally coming out of your divine feminine metaphorical womb. um, pretty awesome for December. A really great way to end the year of the snake, which has been like a whole year of the vulture, by the way. Like a whole year of clearing away things that no longer serve us so that we can go into the year of the one next year as magical unicorns. And I do feel that we are going to experience a rapid acceleration of projects that we've been working on for a while that are finally at this ripening, harvest, birthing point in time. Now, moving into the future, we have an interesting suggestion for how this might take place and how to do this with some interesting clarifying astrological cards. So, the Three of Cups here is in this particular deck also kind of reminding me of Pentacles because the cups are gold. There's these, I think they're supposed to be fish, but they to me look like pentacles rising up and floating up out of these cups as if they're holding coins, literal golden abundance. And the Three of Cups traditionally is about community, it's about celebrating together, working together, emotional fulfillment in community, in relationship with others. So the suggestion moving into the future is to really harness your network, and not just any network, the network that is in alignment with this work you've done, to look inside to see what direction you really want to go in, how you really want to focus your energy, not just for the end of this year, but really getting a kickstart on 2026, which is going to be a year of complete new beginnings. Now, the astrological cards that came out were really fascinating because this is the card of community, and the 11th house is the house of community and friendships and networks. And the clarifying zodiac signs are the Venus, the ones associated with Venus. So we have Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces on this card. If you are associated with those signs, if they're your sun sign, rising sign, moon sign, you might find additional meaning in this reading. But the Venus aspects are the aspects of the advice card, the Empress. So the Empress is really asking you to it is a divine feminine quality anyway to focus on community and connection and circular communities that emphasize relationships with equal people over, for example, patriarchal systems that emphasize hierarchy. So you are being asked to harness a more feminine, circular network based on equality and based on your heartfelt wishes, desires, and interests to not just move you forward personally, but move forward your projects, your work, your hobbies, your passion projects. This whole month of December has a real focus on your passion projects on earth, not just a career that you work at that makes you money, not just a hobby that you do from time to time, really something that you feel is your mission and reason for being here, something that is divinely guided by goddesses and angels and your spirit guides. This inner work that you're being asked to do in the beginning, to look inside and really question using this third eye form of learning. What direction are you taking your dreams and wishes and desires? What is going to bring you the fulfillment of this Nine of Cups? Because what brings you your fulfillment as the Nine of Cups is always, always, always going to align with what makes you a totally unique unicorn that you are on this planet. I hope you guys have an awesome month and an awesome end to the year, and I'll see you in the next one. In 2018, I had an allergic reaction to an ear piercing that radically changed my life. Luckily, due to a unique spiritual awakening, I was able to come off of prednisone and reclaim my life. I believe that what I learned during all those years of pain and suffering can help you overcome your problems too. For my spiritual teachings, check out my website, my YouTube, and my book.